All right, Shalom Akim, Shalom, Shalom. All right, this is your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. Come with another lesson through the Spirit. Lord willing, this be edifying to the Lord's elect. Before I get started with this lesson, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto our power, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Ruach Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who teach well. Shalom to the Akim out there that's pushing the truth, is laboring in the word, and is pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the Akawath that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith and remaining faithful and submissive to their husbands and guiding their children. And shalom to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes that scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the earth. To you Israelite foreigners out there who live among the heathen and who look like those heathen nations. But your lineage goes back to the progenitors of the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel through the line of your fathers. All right, I want to say peace and blessings to you all. Barak Atham. All right, let's get this started in 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. It reads, "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." All right. So clearly, what's going on right now is this devil is preparing to paint a major narrative. All right, he's going to paint the canvas of chaos. You know what I'm saying? Very soon, and he's going to use a major false flag. All right, he knows what's coming. He knows that the chariots are all around him. All right, he knows that the angels are here. See what I'm saying? He knows that that the Lord has his eyes on him. All right, and they're about to paint the narrative against you Jakes, man, against you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians. All right, something crazy in the coming future, in the very near future. All right, you know, with the amount of exposure that these Edomites are getting, all right, in every which way, you know what I'm saying? The loss of support that that Nero is having with his own base. Okay, it's about that time where they get this thing started, man. All right, they have the CBDCs in place. They got the digital infrastructure in place. They got the mark in place. Everything is in place. Okay. The peasant Charles, all right. He just said that that there will be the implementation of digital ID, okay, in order to interact with public services. Okay, so it's coming. It is coming. Okay, and we, the prophets, have been telling you, beginning with our apostles, bishops, and elders on down, we have been telling you that they have to have a major event that is going to steamroll this thing. All right? Steamroll it. You see what I'm saying? Because they have no choice now. They don't have anything left. They can't just, ease the public into this thing, all right, the way they want to. Okay? They want to come with a pestilence, you know what I'm saying? But before they can even get the narrative rolling with a pestilence, the public are already on it. You know what I'm saying? They're saying, hey, wait a minute. Hanta in the Hebrew means this, you know what I'm saying? it's all a scam. It's all a lie. It's this and that. They're being exposed faster than they can even get the scheme running. You know what I'm saying? So they got to run with something on a major scale, man. All right? On a major, massive scale. So, whatever these jokers are planning, all right, they finna bring it. They are finna bring it. And it's going to catch so many people off guard. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are going to fall for this. All right. A lot of people are going to fall for this great and grand deception that Esau's finna come with. You see what I'm saying? But like the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shah had said, all right, in Matthew, and it's lucky I'm trying not to get distracted. There's a lot of noise in the background, but it's Matthew chapter 24 and verse 24. It says, "For there shall arise false anointed and false prophets." We're seeing that right now, okay? "And false prophets, and shall show great signs and wonders." Okay, and these Edomites on the left-hand side are about to use, all right, some major wonders, some major signs, you know what I'm saying, through their left-handed means, through their technology and whatnot. And it says, "In so much that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect." Okay? That if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. What they finna come with is gonna feel so real. All right, it's gonna feel so in your face, and it's happening real time. You know what I'm saying? People are going to be brought to the brink of, or to the edge of reality. They won't be able to tell what's real and what's not. Okay? But as the scriptures say, to the law and to the testimony. And we have that more sure word of prophecy. You see what I'm saying? So we're not going to be dismayed, and we're not going to be, what's the word? We're not going to be deceived. There it is. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to be deceived when this thing comes. All right. So I got a couple articles to show you, because as we've been seeing, you know what I'm saying, for the past couple weeks, you know what I'm saying, throughout the past couple months, I should say, we've been watching these scientists, all right, and these military personnel within these top branches, who have access to all these different projects and access to all these different these different operations. All right, generals, colonels, okay, those who have been quote unquote read into these projects. Now we're seeing them being unalived. We're seeing them coming up missing. We're seeing them, seeing the disappearance of these people. All right. The death of David Wilcock, you know what I'm saying, definitely shook up the UFO community, so to speak. Okay. But this thing is happening, man. All right. They're about to bring that event, that Black Swan event, that's going to enable them to usher in what they need to bring in, man. Okay. So let's get this started. Bear with me. All right. So it says this article says scientist death mystery. Now NASA-linked aerospace engineer and his family were killed in a plane crash. All right. This was on April 22nd this year. Decorated military veteran with deep NASA and defense ties dies along with his wife and sons. A decorated Army veteran, experimental test pilot, and NASA payload specialist who supported 14 space shuttles and International Space Station construction missions, was killed along with his entire family with their single engine plane when their single engine plane crashed in South Carolina last week. The tragedy is now drawing fresh scrutiny amid an ongoing congressional investigation into the deaths and disappearances of at least 11 other top U.S. Scientists tied to nuclear, aerospace, and advanced propulsion programs. James Tony Moffett, age 60, his wife, Lisa, 61, and their sons, Andrew and William, ages 30 and 28, all perished when the Mooney M20 aircraft went down in a wooded area near Union County Airport around 6:30 p.m. on April the 17th, excuse me. All right. So that's that. Okay. Added them onto this long list. Bear with me. All right. This article says yet another NASA scientist dead. Nuclear propulsion expert was found charred inside his crashed Tesla. He left his phone and his wallet at home. Who does that? Who leaves their phone and their wallets at home? You see what I'm saying? None of this is making sense. It says the case of yet another top NASA nuclear engineer turning up dead in a fiery crash has hit the headlines, adding to the dark and mysterious pattern of experts tied to advanced propulsion and space secrets apparently being targeted. Joshua LeBlanc, age 29, a team lead on NASA's most cutting-edge nuclear thermal propulsion projects, was found charred beyond recognition inside his burned Tesla after vanishing from his Huntsville, Alabama home. His family immediately feared abduction. He left his phone and his wallet behind, an act they called completely uncharacteristic. Completely uncharacteristic. Okay, this is the second time this has happened, from what I know, because there was one other instance where one of these top ranking engineers had left the house without their identification or their phone. You know what I'm saying? And was later found either unalived or disappeared. I can't remember which one it was, but yeah, this is the second time I'm hearing that. All right. It says Tulsa Sentry Mode data later showed that the vehicle sat motionless at Huntsville International Airport for 4 hours. All right. Why are they happening near airports? Okay. It says for 4 hours the morning of July 22, 2025. All right. Okay, so this was last year. The car was discovered that afternoon after colliding with a guardrail, slamming into trees and erupting into flames. Authorities confirmed his identity days later through forensics examination. Okay, so this is another one that we're dealing with, man. All right. So now we're going to go into the latest, all right, the latest unaliving that we've seen in this string of mysteries. Bear with me. All right. This says UFO-linked Air Force general met a shadowy Pentagon unit hours before vanishing. This was reported yesterday, May the 27th, 2026. Deepening concerns over the wave of expert losses tied to UFO and nuclear secrets. New body cam footage shows retired Major General William Neal McCaslin had a dinner meeting with U.S. Space Force members the night before his unexplained disappearance, deepening concerns over experts' ties to sensitive programs. McCaslin, central to advanced aerospace and nuclear research, walked out of his Albuquerque home on February 27, 2026, leaving behind his phone. Leaving behind his phone. What the hell is going on here? Okay? Why are they all doing the same exact thing? All right? They're all leaving behind their phones. They're all leaving behind their ID. You see what I'm saying? Clearly, these guys are about to, these Edomites are about to do some shit. All right? And they're tying up all the loose ends. They're making sure that all those who are able to identify what is really going on, what the public is about to see, they're removing those people. They're removing all of those who can tell you what is and what is not. You see what I'm saying? Leaving behind his phone, prescription glasses, and wearable tracking devices, he took his wallet, a .38 caliber revolver with a holster, and a red backpack. Despite extensive searches in the rugged Sandia Mountains foothills with FBI assistance, no trace has been found, and the silver alert remains active. All right, if I'm not mistaken, there was one of those scientists as well who went missing while hiking. You see what I'm saying? The newly surfaced video obtained by the Law and Crime Network captures officers interviewing a witness who dined with McCaslin the night prior. The woman, connected through the Kirkland Partnership nonprofit, described a dinner meeting involving McCaslin and U.S. Space Force members around 6 p.m. in Albuquerque. She told authorities, "I was shocked this morning when I saw the alert because what I noticed Thursday evening, which was February the 26th, is he wasn't his usual self. He was kind of spacey and quiet. And you know that happens with people." McCaslin's wife, Susan McCaslin Wilkerson, appeared in the footage and revealed he had been prescribed new medication the night before for sleep issues, unexplained weight loss of about 20 pounds, and anxiety. All right? For those of you who have not seen the movie Manchurian Candidate with Denzel Washington, I advise you to watch that movie. You know what I'm saying? I recommend that. It says, she stated, today he had taken a drug that the doctor prescribed last night that was supposed to help him sleep with weight gain. He's lost about 20 pounds for no reason and with anxiety. Today, he woke up and said, well, I've got better sleep, but it's like the after effects of a bad hangover. I'm just foggy. I can't get any motivation to do anything. The witness further claimed McCaslin remained deeply involved despite retirement. He was the head of Air Force Research Lab, to the point that the man's names are in the UFO documents that are fixed to be released. He's in that depth. So he has a very high security clearance. All right. What is the one thing that Trump has been talking about? All right. Over and over. What's he talking about releasing that all of a sudden? Okay. All of a sudden, this whole talk of releasing UFO files, UFO files, UFO files. Okay. Now it's all over the place. Okay. Why now? You see what I'm saying? because they're getting ready to do this thing, man. They're getting ready to do this. The meeting with Space Force personnel tasked with tracking unexplained aerial phenomena for national security occurred against the backdrop of Trump's disclosure order. The timing fueled skepticism towards any narrative minimizing potential connections. All right, the timing fuels skepticism toward any narrative minimizing potential connections. All right, because there is no coincidence. You see what I'm saying? There's no coincidence, man. That all of a sudden Trump is talking about UFO this and UFO that, and releasing those files and releasing these seem to be the only files that Trump wants to release. You see what I'm saying? So let's listen to a video from Dabu 7 real quick. All right, bear with me. All right. So before I listen to the other video, apparently Dabu 7 has dropped another video. So we're gonna watch this first, and then we're gonna get the next one. All right. A lot of strange stuff is happening, man. It's through the spirit, man. I didn't even know that he dropped this. All right. But check this out.
Now, what in the world is all of this? Well, it's a post on the official White House X page. And they post, "Are you listening?" And they put the cryptic sound that you just heard. Now, you can slow this down and try to find some other key words. We'll listen in here. So the "are you listening" part you can make out, but in the real-time part of it, it sounds like someone is also saying something in the beginning, and it's all very cryptic. So people are analyzing this and trying to figure out, what's going on here. What are they pointing at? Is this something to do with disclosure? Because that's what a lot of people think. With the graphics, everything that's going on, and then this clip. So what does it mean? I'm not sure, but if you listen in here in the beginning, from the top, I'll play it back a couple times, it almost sounds like it says, "Where are they?" Right there. Where are they? Where are they? And it's showing on the ground that whole time in the clip a shadow walking, and I'm not so sure that it's human. It's very odd timing here with everything going on. If you guys find something in this, let me know. Cat's running it backwards and then trying to see what else is hidden, but it's definitely cryptic. Unless they want to come out and say what it was about or this and that, you'll see in the link that I leave below that it's just a post that says, "Are you listening?" and it has the video that I showed you. It's very short, doesn't make a lot of sense, and it seems like it's got some things hidden in it. I showed you what I found, and again, I'll leave links. Join me for the live stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Right. And as you can see in the comment, it says Project Bluebeam. And, this is, they about to do it. All right? They about to do some crazy shit, man. I hope they do. I hope they do real soon, man, because this shit it's gotta get this thing going, man. We gotta get this ball rolling, baby. Let's get this ball rolling, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we know that they're gonna persecute the saints. All right. All of a sudden, you got this one cat, you know what I'm saying, with dreadlocks. All right, they talking about, he fired like 30 rounds at the White House, and he believed he was Jesus Christ, and like this type of shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Just stop playing around with yourself. Let's just do it. You know what I'm saying? Just bring it out. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to the next video, man. Bear with me. All right, so you can remember the major general that I just mentioned. This is him. All right, this is him. Now, let's listen to this here.
This is Dabu 7. We've got some new information here pertaining to the disappearance of the missing Air Force General, William McCaslin. And it's coming from an area that some might not expect. We have a mystery woman that made a phone call, and it was caught on body cam by police officers in New Mexico. And this woman goes on to say that she had dinner with him and Space Force hours before he disappeared. That is pretty wild. Here's some of the audio.
I'm trying to get hold of everyone. I'm actually walking into his favorite coffee shop right now to see if they've seen him. So I work with Mr. McCaslin on the Kirtland Partnership. He's a board member. He's a retired general with Air Force Research Lab.
Okay.
And we had dinner Thursday evening at Cervantes off of Gibson
Okay.
at 6 o'clock with Space Force. And what I noticed, I was shocked this morning when I saw the alert, because what I noticed Thursday evening is he wasn't his usual self. He was kind of spacey and quiet. And you know, that happens with people, so I didn't put anything with it.
Right.
He left in his vehicle, and then I called this morning. I called security forces out at Kirtland just to ensure he hasn't used his card out there, and he hasn't. He has an access based, and they're going to keep monitoring that area. But from what I understand, well, let me tell you this first. So Thursday evening, he was wearing a blue and white striped collared shirt, button down, and he was wearing a little name tag, his KPC name tag. And so, from what I understand, is he left the house, his wife didn't take anything, was on the running trail, and he was last seen at 11 o'clock yesterday.
Right. Does he carry like a security clearance or anything like that?
He has a very classified security clearance. He was the head of Air Force Research Lab. To the point, the man's names are in the UFO documents that are fixed to be released.
And that is wild. This man, per this whole interview or this conversation, exposes that this man met with Space Force hours before he disappeared. This has everything to do with his disappearance, if you ask me. There's a reason this woman called and gave these details, and that they're coming out now. The last people known to be around him in this secret conversation that took place during this dinner, apparently he was spooked. As she said, he was not himself, and then just a matter of hours later, he leaves, never to be seen again, taking nothing with him. So this is rather interesting, if you ask me. Some new info here. I'm going to leave a link below. Make sure to join me for the live streams going.
All right. So, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. This devil is about to deceive the whole world. Okay? And he's about to pull some serious strings, man. See if I can get this real quick. All right. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3 and verse 10. It says, "Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth." Okay? So it's about to shake everybody, man. Okay? About to shake everyone. And the only ones that is not going to fool are the elect. All right. So while these things is going on, while all these scientists, top clearance, high ranking personnel are being unalived or being coming up missing and all that stuff. Okay, while all of that is happening throughout behind the scenes, I want you to see what Esau is showing you in the front page. All right, what he's showing you on the television. Bear with me.
Different species of aliens. Another scientist called them greys, Nordics, insectoids, and reptilians. All of them have 2 arms and 2 legs, just like us. Experts speculate the reptilians are scaly with long tails, like a lizard. Insectoids look like a praying mantis. The greys look like your classic movie alien, and the Nordics look like a regular Swedish guy, but 7 feet tall. We haven't seen the evidence, but Pete Hegseth says more evidence is coming, and there are a lot of believers in Congress.
I have seen evidence in a skiff that leads me to believe there are things we cannot explain, and I have observed things that are of non-human origin and creation. That's my opinion.
Right. So this is what they're about to do. Okay, they're getting the public ready for that great deception, man. They're getting the public ready to see to see this type of shit, man. Okay? This deception is going to be crazy. Because why is this on Fox News? You see what I'm saying? Why is this on Fox News after all these years of telling you that UFOs weren't real and everything like that, so on and so forth? Okay? Now, not only are they telling you that these so-called UAPs are real and they exist, but they're talking about these creatures that's coming out of them, okay, and even includes these what they call Nordics. You know what I'm saying? Okay, but the elect are not going to be fooled by this, because the elect, we know what these crafts are, okay, and we know who pilots them. You see what I'm saying? We know who pilots them. These are the angels. All right. And these angels do not look like this. Okay. The angels do not look like this. They don't look like this thing. They don't look like this. And they damn sure don't look like this. You see what I'm saying? They look like 7 to 10 foot tall, dark skinned men. All right. As the colonel, I think it was the Colonel David Belgroff. All right, as he said, not dark, black, really black. You know what I'm saying? So this is what it's talking about, man. All right. When you go into the book of Ezekiel, okay, and you break that down, it's going into these men that have skin as burnished brass. Okay? You know what I'm saying? They look like African Americans, as the one guy said. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they're doing, man. They're trying to paint the narrative to tell the people, all right, that these are those species, you know what I'm saying? And they had people like the hell's that dude's name? I'm trying to think of his name. David Icke, right? Remember that character? You know what I'm saying? David Icke, which I believe wholeheartedly that David Icke is an insider. All right? I truly believe that. You know what I'm saying? That joker's an insider. So while they're doing that, let's go to this next article real quick. Bear with me. All right. So this was in May 26, 2026. All right, just a few days ago. This article reads, reports of the CIA's, quote, hunt for alien bloodlines, unquote, exposes deeper dangers of government overreach and eroding human dignity. All right. So they're painting the narrative that they're trying to find these bloodlines, you know what I'm saying? But we know exactly what's going on, man. All right. It says explosive allegations have surfaced claiming the CIA is quietly mining millions of consumer DNA profiles from services like 23andMe and Ancestry.com. The purposed mission: identify individuals carrying genetic markers from extraterrestrial, quote-unquote, Nordic beings, tall, fair-featured humanoids, supposedly living amongst us as hybrids. While such stories often strain credulity, they underscore a more immediate and troubling reality. Federal intelligence agencies wielding unchecked power over the most personal data imaginable. All right. Now, nothing escapes the prophets, man. You know what I'm saying? Through the spirit, nothing escapes the spirit. You know, so couple years back, all right, we, the prophets, was talking about this, all right, that BlackRock had bought over Ancestry.com, okay? And why did they do that? Why did BlackRock buy up Ancestry.com? So they could have access to all that DNA. All right, all you Jakes sent your DNA to 23andMe and Ancestry.com, okay? And what are they looking for? All right, they're not looking for no Nordics. You see what I'm saying? They're not looking for no reptilians. They're looking for the elect. You see what I'm saying? They're looking for the elect. And then what happens? They bring out this jab, you know what I'm saying? And many of those who was sounding the alarm on it saying that this thing can attack the pineal gland, you know what I'm saying? Also known as the God particle or the God gene, you know what I'm saying? So what are these devils trying to do? What have they been trying to do for the past couple years? You know what I'm saying? They've been trying to find where the elect are, man. Okay? Because they know that the children of Israel are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians. Okay? But they don't know where the elect are. Okay? The elect of the nation of Israel is their greatest threat. This is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. You see what I'm saying? So on the surface, they're telling you that they're trying to find those Nordic people, you know what I'm saying? But the truth of the matter is they're trying to find the elect of the nation of Israel. You see what I'm saying? And we brought that out years ago when BlackRock was found out to have acquired Ancestry.com. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, we don't need to read any more of that. But just to point out, you know what I'm saying, these devils are painting the narrative, and they're getting ready to deceive the people. Okay? It's going to be a worldwide thing. You see? And this is why they're taking out all these scientists and researchers and military personnel with high tier clearances. You know what I'm saying? This is why they're taking them out. It's because when they come with this great deception, they don't want nobody who have been on the inside to see these secret projects and these secret clearance, experiments. They don't want them saying anything. All right, because it's going to be all the propulsion that they've used, that they perfected all these years. It's going to be through it's going to be with real life looking synthetic type of skin that they're going to have on these characters, on these actors. Okay, Project Bluebeam, where they project all these things in the sky. Okay, but behind the projection, they're going to be laying down all types of beams and all types of DEWs, direct energy weapons. You see what I'm saying? All right. We are not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. All right. But it's going to fool the masses. It's going to fool the masses. Okay. So when you read in the book of Matthew, right? Let's go to Matthew 24. When you read the book of Matthew, chapter 24, all right, starting at verse 9, it says, then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. All right, then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another. All right, and many false prophets shall rise and shall deceive many. What is it talking about? Why would people be betraying each other so to such a degree? All right, you know what I'm saying? Yes, famine will play a role in that. All right, famine will most certainly play a role in that. But what is this great deception that's going to happen? That's going to cause these people, all right, to turn on whoever these devils point the finger at. You see what I'm saying? We already got them having these jakes, you know what I'm saying, being accused of violence and saying that they believe they was Jesus Christ or whatever, you know what I'm saying, painting the narrative already. Okay? So get yourselves ready, man. Y'all need to be really girding up in the spirit, man. Gird your loins, all right? And get with it, man. Pray and fast, all right? Because there's going to be some serious confusion out here, all right? And when the public are afraid, and they're confused, okay, and they're just looking for solutions, they're looking for answers, they're going to point the finger, all right, at the threat. And the public is going to believe that they're doing a good thing, right? Let me see if I can find that real quick. This is excuse me, this is John chapter 6, John chapter 16 and verse 2. It says, they shall put you out of the synagogues. Yea, the time cometh that whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth God's service. All right? That whosoever killeth you will think that he doeth the Most High's service. Let me see if I can get that in NLT real quick. All right, real quick. Salaki, my computer is slow as hell. All right, so the NLT, it reads, it says, "For you will be expelled from the synagogues, and the time is coming when those who kill you will think they are doing a holy service for the Most High." Okay? So whatever this deception is going to be, because now what? Now they got these they got all these pastors, right? They got all these pastors, all right? They briefed all these pastors. You see what I'm saying? In preparing for this great deception, so that when it happens, they're going to have these pastors all in line to be in unison, leading the people to think that this is this is God's work, or this is whatever, yada yada yada. They're going to paint the narrative against you jakes. They're going to paint the narrative against you jakes, man. You see what I'm saying? And the persecution is going to fall upon the believers. It's going to fall upon the prophets. You see? Yo, man, gird up your loins, man, because it's about to get hectic out here. I pray this lesson was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. This has been your brother Zakaria Allah, branched out here in Williamsport, Pennsylvania. In closing, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Ruchak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well and who teach well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom.